Thank you all for that. We are left, The weather leaves us unbowed in our intent. Today, we gather to celebrate what has become an annual tradition here in Quincy Center. As I said before, this is our 5th anniversary year. We gather and meet at the start of Pride Month, and we meet on the eve of, or the 1st of June at 6 p.m. to welcome in a month of celebration. The flag we fly, aptly named the Progress Pride flag, stands as a bold and vivid and inclusive symbol of celebration that represents the full spectrum of our LGBTQ+ community. This year, admittedly, a rough one for our community. Often in the relative security of internet postings, emboldened voices that sought to denigrate our righteous cause. In one particular post that was announcing today's activity, we were asked for celebrating a month of pride, communicating that pride is a sin, and adding to the proof of our ungodly lives. Let us make no mistake. The pride we summon from within us is not the overweening hubris that comes from the arrogant elevation of self, but rather the antidote to experiences of shame that have nothing to do with who we are and everything to do with the actions of an unjust segment of our human family that seeks to other us, scapegoat us, along with many other othered groups, point to us as the source of all that ails the world, find in our degradation a source of comfort and superiority for themselves. Pride Month asserts one thing simply: we will not participate in our own shaming. We will not give power to those who seek to silence us, to tolerate us, to allow us. We will not be silenced. We will not be tolerated. We will not be allowed. For it is no one's right to silence us, tolerate us, allow us. We simply exist like every other segment of humanity. And in our existence, we take pride. For what we have endured, for what we have achieved, and for what we can help bring into the future as we seek to bend the arc of history further and further towards justice. We are here today to say no to the authoritarian pulses that grow invasively through our American garden. We are here today to say enough. Enough of authoritarian clownishness that has no place in America. Authoritarian practices begin at the top of our societal food chain, but they do not end there. From the top of the chain, ever-corrupting pulses of autocracy spread their authoritarian tactics like a metastatic cancer throughout the body of our always struggling democracy. These are positions of ignorance. When ignorance finds refuge in the minds and hearts of the powerful, those who are disempowered find themselves in grave difficulty. The powerful become dangerous. Faith is branded with political affiliation, falsely and grotesquely equating a political leaning with the will of God. A few weeks ago, I heard that this war of choice is being promoted as the work of a Christian nation, chillingly being fought in the name of Jesus Christ. And I am quoting our so-called Secretary of War. The most vulnerable segment of our rainbow, the trans community, lives in a society that is increasingly frightening in its rhetoric and its lawmaking, leaving trans folk to live in fear and uncertainty. This community was compromised away in the broader fight for LGBTQ civil rights a generation ago. They cannot be disenfranchised again. Their time to be lifted up has come. There is no more time to say, be patient. The time is right now. But fear takes hold. Perhaps we know the feeling when we decide not to speak out, that it might be better just to keep our mouths shut. Too much to lose, too dangerous to speak. The risk is best averted. When this happens, the cancer is now spread throughout a dying democratic body. We must not let that happen. Our commission was created some years ago to give our community a broader presence and an opportunity for greater representation in the civic space. And so, for the 5th consecutive year, the City of Quincy LGBTQ Commission happily gathers with the congregation of the United First Parish Church, the Board of Quincy Pride, the Quincy chapter of PFLAG, and the Quincy Interfaith Network, a coalition of strength. We gather to celebrate the raised flag that we present to you yet again, suspended in the heart of our proud city, letting it fly for the entire Pride Month of June. And for the 5th time, I say these words, E pluribus unum, from the many, one. And in our oneness, we find our common cause. When the light of that oneness is put through a prism, the rainbow of the many shine out from its common point of origin and reveals an extraordinary community able to celebrate difference without fear, without threat, but with the recognition that ours is a beautiful refraction of identities that include the honest celebration of all our sexual orientations and all our gender identities. So we move forward together without fear, without shame, and without the urge to hide. We summon up our collective courage the pride in who we are, and the belief that by waving our little flags of spirit, the world is enriched by our presence, as we are enriched by our participation in it. The Times calls for these moments. I'll end, as always, with a quote from social justice activist Daniel Berrigan, a Jesuit priest who once encouraged with these words, "Redeem the times, for the times are inexpressibly evil, and yet the times are inexhaustibly good, solaced by the courage and the hope of many." Let us, the many, once again summon up our courage and our hope with the conviction that better days will come because of our very visible presence in the world. Thank you for listening. It is my honor to welcome Reverend Rebecca Froome and the Quincy Interfaith Network to give us an invocation for today's ceremony.
I'd like to invite my colleagues, any other faith leaders we might have here amongst us, to come join me at the front. I saw you, Sheldon. If you're still out there, come on up. Yes, come on. As Jim said, I'm Reverend Rebecca Froome, lead minister here at United First Parish Church. And I'm joined today by colleagues from Quincy Interfaith Network. Our mission is to gather and lift up the voice and witness of people of faith and conviction in the public sphere, to promote justice, inclusion, and interfaith community action. And we are pleased and honored to join the city's LGBTQ+ Commission and so many community partners today for this annual ceremony. So we have an invocation and some prayers and blessings this evening for the flag and for our community and each of our beautiful, authentic selves and our relationships. So I invite first Reverend Nikki Harvell from Faith Lutheran to lead our invocation.
I invite you to place your feet flat on the floor, to place your hands flat in your lap. Let's take a deep breath together. Breathe in this space that we make sacred through our loving presence. I invite you to lift your hearts and join in a spirit of prayerful invocation, listening in these words for the language of faith that's most meaningful to you. As we center ourselves, we find our grounding in whatever holds us together and roots us in love. Whether that be a power bigger than ourselves by many names or by no name, a spirit of love, of joy, or of transformation, an energy of life, of liberation, or of courage. We are deeply rooted in our shared humanity and grow into the diverse expressions of creation and created. May we recognize the sacred beauty and holy dignity of every person across the landscape of gender and sexuality. We are deeply rooted in bold courage and embrace the opportunity to advocate for justice in all our days. May we recognize the ancestors who took great risks in paving the way here. We are deeply rooted in a love without limits and joy that spreads like fire. May we embrace the love among us that is visible and the love that is private. May we honor the joy of our queer community when it can be loud and when it is a whisper. Blessed are all who gather here. Blessed are those whose identity is open and visible. Blessed are those whose identity is intimate and held close. Blessed are those whose identity is changing and transforming. And especially to those here who claim an identity in any part of the LGBTQIA two-spirit community. May we take this time to know that our bodies, our love, our expressions, in every shape they come, are sacred. May we remember to take up space in the world because the world is made better by our presence. And may we trust that hope will outlast fear and love will conquer hate this day and forevermore. Thanks be to the one who keeps us rooted together. Amen.
And the flag having already been revealed, I invite Reverend Lori Bruni from Howes Neck Congregational Church to lead our blessing of the rainbow flag.
So, good evening, friends. Thanks for your flexibility coming indoors. We would have been outside to bless our beautiful flag, so we have to be a little creative. So what I'm going to do is walk to the back of the church, but you all have a job as well. We are going to do a responsive reading, and this blessing of our rainbow flag is from Alex Capitan, and it's also from the interfaith colleagues that are here. And the words that I'm going to have you first practice before I scoot to the back of the church is, with pride and love, we bless this flag. So can we try that?
With pride and love, we bless this flag.
Awesome, you've got it. Now, you've got another job though. You have to turn around and we all have to bless the flag. And the best way to do that will be to extend your hand out with your palm up. And you can peek through the doors and see our beautiful flag. But if you can just turn around, and I'll go right to the back of the church. You can kind of just see the very bottom of it, but you know it's there. We bless each color of this flag, brilliant on its own, but even more beautiful, stitched together as a many-colored rainbow.
With pride and love, we bless this flag.
May this flag be a reminder to open our eyes to the gifts and blessings we offer and receive from each other. Open our hearts to welcome each other fully and truly. Open our hands to embrace and to support, to lift each other with joy, with song, with peace, and with deep friendship.
With pride and love, we bless this flag.
Let this banner be a symbol of hope, a blanket of protection for those who need it, and a cape of power for those who must be empowered.
With pride and love, we bless this flag.
Let this flag be a beacon of welcome to our city and be a standard of our conviction to embody values of diversity, inclusion, safety, and respect.
With pride and love, we bless this flag.
Let the will we weave into empower and protect be woven into this flag as we weave it into the world. With our blessing, let all love be sacred, all union three.
With pride and love, we bless this flag. Amen. Folks may be seated. But faith leaders, stay up. We got one more. We always have more than one more blessing, but we have one more for now. So I invite Reverend Samantha Ball from United Methodist South Shore Cooperative Parish and Angelette Parsley, the ministerial intern here at United First Parish Church and an initiated Wiccan priestess, to lead a blessing for our gathered community, which has been adapted from many sources by Reverend Alyssa Olson from Good Shepherd Lutheran Church, who's not able to be here today, but her words are.
May this community's joy be blessed and their courage protected.
May each person know they are created with dignity, worth, and belovedness.
May no one here feel the need to shrink themselves to make others comfortable.
May every body, every story, and every identity be treated as sacred.
May this community's joy rise louder than shame, fear, or condemnation.
May wounds caused by rejection, exhaustion, and hatred be met with fierce compassion and justice.
May this gathering be a place of safety, celebration, resistance, and hope.
And may we help build a Quincy where no one must hide who they are in order to belong. Blessed
Amen.
be.
Well, thank you, dear colleagues. We can return to our seats, and I invite Jim back up.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce fellow Commissioner John McDonald to come forward.
Good evening. No, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, why not? We're all friends, right? So, as somebody in the arts, it's my honor again to bring special praise to an organization that's always with us whenever we call them. We are lucky in this community to have a symphony orchestra, an art association, and a choral society, and many other art organizations throughout our city. Sarah, how long have we had the Quincy Choral Society?
1981.
1981. They've been around. And when we call them, they say, sure, what time, when, we'll be there. So I'm thrilled to welcome all of you, the Quincy Choral Society, as you sing for us, We Are Family. Sarah Labrie, Artistic Director.
Now, this may look like we're singing at you, but we hope to sing with you. So if you know the words to We Are Family, please feel free to lift your voices and sing along with us.
We are family.
me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we just begun to get our share of this world's delights. Our hopes we have for the future, and our goals inside. No, we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family too. We are family. Brothers and my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. Brothers and my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Do do do, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do. Do 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 do. We are family, brothers and my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family, brothers and my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family.
They will be back for one more number before we are done. Thank you so much. It was great. I do want to share. I had the opportunity to watch Sarah conduct, and what was wonderful is you may have seen the technical aspects of her hand movement keeping this complex rhythm together. But what you didn't see was the radiant smile on her face, which was just exuding a spirit onto her choir that was just extraordinary. I loved it. Thank you. That's the real work. We now move into the awards section of our ceremony. Last year, for the first time, we created a Flag Raisers Award, and for the second year, we are happy to offer this year 4 awards. And they are done in the spirit of celebrating allyship. The LGBTQ plus community could not make the strides it has made without the potency and sincerity of its allies. And tonight, we're really, really happy and honored to lift up 4 individuals who warrant our thanks, gratitude, and respect. The first award will be presented by fellow Commissioner Nina Liang.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I am thrilled to be presenting one of this year's Flag Raiser Awards to my dear friend, Beth Ann Stroa. Beth Ann has devoted her life to the mission of Quincy Community Action Programs and served the organization in 2 other positions prior to becoming their Chief Executive Officer in 1999. Since then, she's brought in nearly $20 million in resources. Yes. To support programming such as the development and preservation of affordable housing, the creation of early education and care and family support services, and the expansion of adult education and workforce development services to low-income residents across the South Shore. These achievements, while important and critical, and her bio on the website, it's really important to note that this is just a piece of what makes Beth Ann so special to all of us. Beyond her tireless commitment to securing and expanding resources, she goes above and beyond to ensure that residents have the ability to actually access them and use them when needed. It's one thing for anyone to say, well, if you need help, it's here for you. If you need help, we have them, just come. It's another to actually understand the nuances behind the different barriers that people face to feeling knowledgeable enough, worthy enough, and frankly, safe enough to access those resources. This is where Beth Ann comes in, by leading by example with compassion, kindness, and demonstrating what service truly means. She goes above and beyond to ensure that these resources aren't just available for those who need it, but that the scaffolding is in place by her staff and her community to make sure that residents across the city feel safe to actually access them. She deliberately and intentionally convenes community stakeholders to ensure that we all understand and all take responsibility, as she does, to step up and work together to actually and truly address the issues facing our community. If you know Beth Ann, you know she does not settle for anything less than effective and sustainable solutions. And our community is so lucky to have her fighting in our corner. Quincy is lucky to have her fighting in our corner. Beth Ann, on behalf of the LGBTQ+ Commission, on behalf of the city, on behalf of women, on behalf of Quincy residents, thank you for all that you have done for us. You truly set the bar for me and frankly everyone here for what it truly means to serve, to advocate, and to uplift. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Nina, for those kind words. And none of what Nina described is possible without the amazing staff and the board of directors that we have at Quincy Community Action. I just want to say that. And one of our board members is here, Sheldon Bennett, Reverend Bennett. And I don't know if there are any others, but really appreciate those kind words. And it is my honor to accept this award really on behalf of everybody at Quincy Community Action, because we all firmly believe in the mission that you are all supporting. And your leadership, the commissioner's leadership, Nina's, John McDonald, Jim's, and your inspiring words, Jim. I was almost in tears, as maybe others were. Really, really remarkable. And thank you to the Choral Society, Sarah, your amazing work, and all of the members of the chorus, really beautiful and fun, uplifting songs. So thank you so much. I think the leadership in the city that Nina and John and Jim have continued for many years is testimony to the sort of their perseverance in times when it's been really difficult and hard for people in the community to kind of survive some of the very hateful words that have been exchanged over the past few years for sure, but really for many years. And I just want to congratulate all of you and thank you for that. And thank you to Mayor Koch for his support of the commission and his sponsorship of it. And if I could make a shout out to Christine Koch, his wife, who is here. Thank you, Christine, for joining the community here. I think Jim said it really well, so I won't say it again, but after watching what has happened across our country, maybe across the world, certainly every community, it is sometimes easy to be very discouraged by that. But seeing all of you and listening to those inspiring remarks and the faith community's remarks, it gives me tremendous hope. So congratulations to the commission and to everyone. And thank you for this honor. Thank you.
Hi again. That was not bad. Hi again. There we go. It always brings me back to sister school when I had to be very good and quiet, and clearly the people who know me, I'm not very good or quiet. I am honored to present one of this year's Flag Raisers Award to two individuals whose dedication and generosity have helped to make this event possible from the very beginning. David Bosquin and Cameron Porter. Okay. 5 years ago, when our committee first discussed the idea of raising a Progress Pride flag here during Pride Month, we had one particularly important question. Could we even do it? This is a beautiful and historic building, and hanging a flag from it was not exactly a simple task. I can tell you one thing for certain, you were never going to find me climbing the ladder to figure it out. Not possible. I'm not particularly comfortable with heights, and if you've seen me walk across an uneven sidewalk, you know that's probably a wise decision. Fortunately for all of us, David and Cameron stepped forward and turned what seemed like a complicated challenge into a reality. David serves as the office and property manager of the United First Parish Church. Born and raised in Boston, he earned a bachelor's degree in business management and has been a long-time Quincy resident and dedicated member of this church community. Cameron Porter is the CEO of Major Theater Equipment, a Quincy-based company, you might not know that has been the leader in theater, stage, my cup of tea, and cinema industry since 1953. Major Theater Equipment manufactures and installs everything from stage curtains and rigging systems to projection screens and countless other pieces of equipment to help bring performances to life. Together, David and Cameron work through every detail, every challenge, and every logistical hurdle to ensure that the Pride flag could be raised with dignity each June and respectfully removed when the month concluded. Their creativity, problem solving, and commitment have helped transform an idea into a beloved Quincy tradition. And let's be honest, without them, I and the committee would probably still be standing out there staring at the building wondering how on earth are we going to get that flag up there? Fortunately, they had a much better plan rather than sending John up on the ladder. What I appreciate most is that they never sought recognition for their efforts. They simply saw something important to the community and found a way to make it happen. In many ways, the easiest part of this event is watching the flag go up. The hard part was figuring out how to do it safely, properly, and year after year, that is where David and Cameron made all the difference. Unfortunately, Cameron is unable to join us today, but David has graciously agreed to accept the award on behalf of them both. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking David and Cameron for 5 years of guidance, support, ingenuity, and friendship. Please give a warm and heartfelt round of applause to our 2026 Flag Racer Award recipients, David Bosquin and Cameron Porter. Do you want to say a few words?
Very few.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to help. I'm sure Cameron feels the same way, and I really appreciate it. No speech, okay?
What I love over the 5 years of hanging this flag, for the first 3 years, we kept calling it a flag raising, but it was already raised. And then we tried to figure out, well, what can we do? And last year, we attempted to do the unveiling, and it went well. But this year, it went great. So, if anything, we learn. We learn as we do, and it's thanks to David and Cameron that we made the progress that we've made. And tonight, it was kind of thrilling. I want to ask my friend Gail Carvalho to come up with this, the recipient of our final award. And I want to acknowledge, Gail and I met each other this year, and we went through a very difficult, challenging period during our city, during the life of our city, where members of the Quincy Education Association, which Gail is a fierce advocate of, had to go through a period of deep reflection and justification of their identities, particularly members of our LGBTQ community who were feeling particularly vulnerable and under assault. So I think we met at Craig's Cafe.
We did.
Down the street, which is a favorite haunt. And the person that I met was a fierce, intelligent, articulate defender of her educators, and the amount of care and concern and stewardship that she put forward in their behalf made me realize that this was a person of tremendous substance. And through the weeks of challenge that followed, you could depend on Gail to be a steady voice with integrity and pitch perfect in the boldness of her critique and its intelligence and rightness. So when it came time for us to consider awards for this year's Flag Raiser Award ceremony, the name Gail Carvalho came right out of my mouth immediately because she so deserves it. So it is a great honor for me to present Gail to you today. Thank you.
Jim really knows how to oversell it. Good afternoon, or good evening, really. I really do want to thank the the Quincy LGBTQ plus committee for this honor, and for the love, the courage, and the persistence you show in this community every single day. I'm truly humbled to be recognized for standing up when harmful remarks were made about educators, coaches, and the people who devote their lives caring for children. As an educator and as the president of the Quincy Education Association, I've seen again and again how deeply our schools depend on trust, respect, and compassion. I also know how deeply the members of the QEA care about your children and about the Quincy Public Schools and the integrity of this community. I hear it, I see it, I feel it every single day. And I also know how painful it is when careless words shake that trust and cast suspicion on people who have given so much to this community. I also want to honor what this moment means. As we've unveiled the Pride flag tonight, we're not just celebrating visibility, we are remembering struggle, courage, and the long fight for dignity. Pride began as protest. It began because people who were told to be quiet chose to instead stand up, speak out, and insist that their lives mattered. That history lives in this flag, and it lives in everyone who has ever had to fight to be seen, to be safe, and to belong. So tonight, I'm so proud to accept this award with gratitude and humility. I accept it on behalf of our educators, those who are members of the LGBTQ+ community, and all of those who are allies and who keep showing up for one another, even when it is hard. We all deserve a Quincy where truth matters, where people are treated with dignity, and where every person can live openly and safely. Thank you, Jim, so much for this honor, and thank you for reminding us that love, justice, and solidarity are still worth fighting for. Thank you.
Oversold indeed. It is now my privilege to welcome back the Quincy Choral Society for their second number.
The same rules apply. This is All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Right up
Thank you again, Quincy Choral Society. Now we're moving into the final minutes together. And as always, it is my profound pleasure to welcome Richard Ash, the president of Quincy Pride, who will extend an invitation to us to meet again at the end of the month for this year's Pride Festival. Richard.
Thank you very much, Jim. So I'm going to start off with one thing that I'm thankful for outside of being here with all of you, and that is that John McDonnell did not try to hang that flag outside. Also, one thing I'm surprised by, and that is that Sister Sledge has 19 members, because the Quincy Choral Society, absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you to the city's LGBTQ Commission and the United First Parish Church for inviting me to speak here tonight. My name is Richard Ash. I'm the president of Quincy Pride. I also serve as the Ward 2 City Councilor. I'd like to acknowledge my fellow elected officials here. I see Senator John Keenan. Ward 1 City Councilor David Jacobs. Ward 3 City Councilor Walter Hubley. Ward 6 City Councilor Deborah Riley. School Committee Member Catherine Hubley. School Committee Member Tom Leung. And School Committee Member Kate Campbell. Would also, again, like to welcome Mrs. Koch on behalf of the mayor. Thank you very much. Together with the Commission, the United First Parish Church, Quincy PFLAG, and the Quincy Interfaith Network gives Quincy Pride a lot of pride, get it, to co-host this year for the 5th in a row. Quincy Pride is an all-volunteer 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to promoting the diversity, equity, and inclusion of the LGBTQIA2 population in and around Quincy and the South Shore. Since 2018, while also participating in a number of town hall events, Quincy Pride's main focus has been planning the annual Quincy Pride Festival. The family-friendly festival gathers thousands of people every year and furthers that mission through a celebration focused on entertainment, small businesses, and queer LGBTQIA2 businesses who believe in the cause and the need for representation at the local level. This year's event is Saturday, June 27th from noon to 4 p.m. and features Booty Vortex, Provincetown's premier drag entertainers, and Dorchester's DJ Beg Bick with a special preview for melodrama at the Ruth Gordon Amphitheater. We welcome Break Rock Brewing and a host of food and dessert trucks, including Smiles by the Mile and Georgie's. Premier and top-level sponsors of this year's event include the City of Quincy, Mountain One Bank, Santander Bank, Arbella Insurance Foundation, Stop and Shop, Fox Rock, Beth Israel Lahey Health, the Bank of Canton, and Manic Community Health Center, a past recipient of our Community Partner of the Year, and also Quincy Community Action Programs. And of course, we just recognized very deservingly Beth Ann Strollo. We look forward to a great afternoon, which will include recognizing another great local business and our deserving scholarship recipients, similar to this event that recognizes the incredible local community leaders in Gail, Beth Ann, Cameron, and David. On behalf of Quincy Pride, I congratulate each of you for making strides in your respected fields to further this collective mission that we all serve as allies to us. I feel blessed to say that I have had positive interactions with each of you, some more recent than others, and certainly those interactions, I will say, are a sparkly liner to this mission. Tomorrow, June 1st, as you all know, marks the beginning of Pride Month. I'm grateful to be a part of a diverse and vibrant city. Our strength comes from many backgrounds, experiences, and identities that make up our community. When we embrace that diversity, we create a city that is stronger, kinder, and more connected. Pride Month is an opportunity to reflect on the work that remains. While significant progress has been made, many LGBTQ+ individuals still face discrimination, barriers to opportunity, and challenges to their safety and well-being. We all have a role to play in promoting understanding, standing against prejudice, and ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive. I implore you, if you need any example as to why this work is still necessary, you can, as alluded to by Jim earlier tonight, look at some of the recent social media posts. I will use this time to announce that it will be my last year as president of Quincy Pride. I think fondly about these last 8 years and hope that during this time, our board has moved the needle forward and made you all proud to be from Quincy. Proud to work alongside dedicated members who have brought different perspectives to the forefront. I'd like to acknowledge the current and past board members who are here tonight, including John McDonald and Sarah Duenick. We as a board are collectively looking for new members who will take our blue or rainbow print and make it their own. We've gathered a number of wonderful qualified candidates who submitted applications online and look forward to communicating with them in the weeks to come. I see a few in the audience. If you would like to be a part of the next iteration of this great organization, please reach out. The Progress Pride flag includes rainbow stripes representing unity with the broader LGBTQ+ community. Black and brown stripes represent marginalized LGBTQ+ communities of color and also those who we've lost to HIV and AIDS. The pink, light blue, and white stripes symbolize our transgender and non-binary community members. It's very special to me to have this visual representation in the heart of our city, and especially hanging outside of the Church of Presidents, a charitable, welcoming establishment that has always been on the forefront of progress and inclusion, and one that many folks in our community call home. We have national politics in our backyard, and it is up to us to be on the right side of that. Even just by sitting here and supporting these organizations, you are doing just that. As Jim Petosa stated in his opening, the time is now. Thank you. We hope you have a celebratory, safe Pride Month, and we hope to see you on June 27th at Pageant Fields.
Thank you, Richard. And I ask Reverend Rebecca to come back up with members of the Quincy Interfaith Network for our final blessing.
So I invite Reverend Derek Jackson, who's a member here at United First Parish Church and works at the Unitarian Universalist Association, to lead our benediction before Jim gives a few final words.
Throughout Pride Month, I invite you to take a moment to look at the flag, to let it sit in your hearts. May its presence be a blessing on this community, reminding us that love lives here, empowering us to love ourselves just as we are. Our identities are holy and sacred, freeing us to love who we love regardless of gender. As we go forth from this place, may we carry this blessing of love throughout Quincy and beyond. And as we face the onslaught of fear and hatred in this country, may love prevail. May it be so. Amen. Blessed be. Ashe.
So, 1 hour and 8 minutes. We have done something here tonight. Thank you all for your presence. And we want to open the doors to our parish hall and invite you all to attend a brief reception and celebrate the evening together in fellowship. Thank you all for being here.